Hello and welcome to Midrats.
Hello, welcome back.
I'm one half of your co-host, MC2 Van Amberg.
And I'm the other half, MC2 Cash.
And Cash, you're looking pretty dapper today.
Thanks, you too, champ.
Thank you.
Where are we?
We're actually in New York, and we're on the flight deck of the USS New York for Fleet Week.
And what better guest to have than the commanding officer of USS New York, Captain Justin Issler. Captain, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah. So, how's your Fleet Week going so far?
I mean, other than the weather, it's going
Yeah,
fantastic.
the weather has been a challenge so far.
It was like walking through a hurricane just to get here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, can you tell us about the significance of Fleet Week New York?
Yeah, I mean, the significance of Fleet New York, it's been going on for 34 years. And, you know, specific to the New York itself, we have a tight partnership with the city as the namesake, as you know. And, you know, this ship is really special. It's a living, breathing memorial to those who lost their lives on 9/11. And we have a tight partnership with the FDNY, the police department here, and the Port Authority. And, you know, in everything we do, we carry on their memory, and then the loved ones who also carry on their memory as well. So it's great to be back in the city.
And speaking about remembrance, I know that you guys especially had a ceremony this week, renaming your galley. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, so we renamed our main galley Hell's Kitchen. I mean, if you look right over there, we are in Hell's Kitchen portion of Manhattan. Right there, right there. Yeah, beyond the ship. And then so some of the folks from Hell's Kitchen came over and they gave us the street sign Hell's Kitchen and renamed the galley. It is not actually Hell's Kitchen. The food is excellent. So, but it was kind of neat to just to even create that stronger bond with the community.
Yeah, and Fleet Week is all about the community.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Tell us a little bit about the sailors filling the streets up.
Yeah, so we are filling the streets. I think there's about 1,500 sailors and Marines here for Fleet Week, and a good portion of them are off to New York, and they're having a fantastic time. And there is no better city to host than New York. I mean, I have sailors coming back and talking about the stories and their interactions with the community, and they've just had a fantastic time here the first couple of days we've been here.
You mentioned the honoring the fallen people who during the 9/11 attack. Can you go into the significance of this ship and
Sure.
how that ties together?
Yeah, so, I mean, everybody talks about the ship was built after 9/11, and they took 7.5 tons of steel and forged it into the bow. The ship's motto is strength forged through sacrifice, never forget, which is right over on the hangar bay there. And then, we have memorials to all those members who lost their lives on 9/11, the fire department, the NYPD, the Port Authority. Just down the hall, which we call the P-Way, which we call Broadway, there is a memorial to Engine 54, Ladder 4, Battalion 9, where 15 firefighters at 8:54 when the first plane hit, they left and they never came back. So, and those memorials exist all over the ship. You guys have been on plenty of ships before, and a lot of the ships will have a museum or a space for museum. This entire ship is a museum dedicated to their honor and all those who lost their lives on 9/11, and really the state and the city of New York. So, again, it's a fantastic ship. It's easy to tie the symbolism and create some added meaning to the sailors that serve, and they're proud to be on the ship and proud to be back in New York.
I got to walk a couple of your P-Ways, and that was a huge thing that I came away with, that a lot of ships that I've been on in the past, it's always been a museum. But this one, it's like a living, breathing museum. You walk down the P-Ways, you have the Broadway street, you have all these little artifacts throughout. So it's truly a living, breathing museum in a sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was awesome. So I know we asked you already, tell us about your Fleet Week, but I feel like for me, I'm new to New York. This is my first time in the city.
Yeah.
What's some spots we can't miss?
Spots you can't miss. Okay. Well, the Intrepid right behind us is fantastic. So they hosted an Intrepid Gala for armed service members and veterans last night. That's fantastic. Obviously, the 9/11 Monument Memorial is a must-see, and especially for the members of this crew. So I'll be there tomorrow morning. And then really just the rest of the city. I think, you can't get a sense of New York unless you're walking the streets of Manhattan and the 5 boroughs. So I would just tell people, like, if you're here, come see the ships, come get on a general public tour, and then just get out in the city. and get to know the people.
How many Fleet Week New Yorks have you been on?
This is my first.
First?
This is
oh,
the first,
man.
yeah.
Ever.
This is my
First.
second.
Yeah.
I beat you.
You are salty. You're salty.
Yeah, the first time I was in New York for Fleet Week was 2022, and it was bright and sunny.
Yeah.
No rain.
Yeah.
Warm. It was a blast. You're a celebrity on the streets, and people like sailors need to experience this at least once in their life.
That's right. Yeah, I would. It's exciting to be up here, and then as CEO of the ship, just to be out on the streets. You're right.
Yeah.
You are a celebrity, and it's exciting to meet the community and talk to them about what the Navy's all about.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. That is the CO of the USS New York.
Yeah.
And Kesh and I also have a little special something for you. We've planned it. We've prepped it. If you haven't checked it out already, we have a separate podcast from this one called Tides of Time, where we take historical events and we bring them to life with sound effects and music and a little bit of voice acting.
A little bit of voice acting.
And we brought a little snippet for you. So enjoy.
Enjoy.
The fires of the burning Congress light up the sky, a haunting sight for the Union sailors who await the next battle. But just as things seem darkest, USS Monitor arrives. As morning breaks, the Virginia spots a new target, a steam frigate, USS Minnesota. While Virginia moves in, her crew sights something abnormal, a low, raft-like vessel barely rising above the waves. This odd-looking ship, the Monitor, suddenly surges forward, placing itself between the two ships. The Confederate ironclad is forced to shift its focus to this new challenger, a vessel unlike anything seen before. What follows is a brutal, grinding duel of Iron Titans. The two warships circle each other at close range, exchanging thunderous cannon fire that echoes across the bay. Shells crash into thick armor plating, sending sparks and shards of metal flying, but neither ship yields. The Virginia's shells crash into the Monitor's revolting turret, but the Iron Behemoth shrugs off the blows, her armor unscathed. In return, the Monitor's massive guns unleash thunderous fire, but the Virginia's sloped ironsides deflect the shots with ease. The two war machines hammer away at each other in a relentless, earth-shaking duel. Steel against steel in a trial by fire, and neither ship is willing to surrender.
Hello and welcome back.
Welcome back.
I hope you enjoyed that. I know I enjoyed making it. So now is, we decided when we came here, the most important part of Fleet Week was the community, as we talked before, and it was the voices of the citizens in the city. So we planned a special segment. Instead of a game show this time, we're calling it Voices of the City.
Yes, so Van and I, we went out to Times Square late at night in the cold rain and got rejected by a lot of people because they don't want to talk to us. But we got a couple of questions for the CO, and if we could go into question one.
All right, let's hit it.
Hi, my name is Madeline, and I want to know what type of New York restaurant is your favorite in the city?
What is your favorite restaurant in the city?
I'm preferential to Grimaldi's Pizza.
Grimaldi's
Whoa.
Pizza.
Yeah, walk right across the Brooklyn Bridge and get some classic New York style pizza. I'm actually going to go there tomorrow. I can't miss it.
Okay, well, you have to. I have to ask a follow-up then. New York or Chicago deep dish? Which one do you prefer?
New York pizza.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely. If I'm sitting in New York City, I'm going to say New York. So.
Yeah.
I keep seeing advertisements for Katz's Deli, and I will go there while we are
Gotta
here.
get a pastrami sandwich.
We
at least.
have to get a pastrami sandwich. What about you?
For me, oh gosh, honestly, the thing that I've been amazed by is the local bodegas. I've heard so much about like the New
Bacon,
York
egg,
chopped
and cheese.
and the bacon, egg, and cheese,
Ooh.
and the salmon bagel. That was one that really stood out to me. I got a Nova Lox bagel, and it was delicious. It was great. Thank you for your question, Madeline.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Question two.
Hi, my name is Christian, and my question is, why is the ship named New York?
Why is the ship named the New York?
Why is the ship named New York? So it's the fifth ship to hold the name New York, and we have lots of vessels that are tied to locations around the city. And when they commissioned this ship, they asked if they could tie it to 9/11 remembrance, and obviously when they forged the steel into the bow, and they christened the ship here in New York. It's going to be the USS New York. So there you go.
Cool. All right. Question 3.
Hi, my name is Monica, and my question is, can someone fix the weather for us, because it's a bit strange for us. Thank you.
Can you fix the weather?
You could do quite a bit. What about the weather?
Yeah.
If I could fix the weather, then I would not be the CEO of the ship. I'd be doing bigger things. I wish, but I can't. Unfortunately.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
They probably can't see, but I am like slightly shaking. over
I'm
here.
shaking
It's
right
chilly.
now.
It's chilly.
I am cold right now. I
Yeah.
wish I had a jacket.
I wish I had a jacket
Well,
too.
you
I
know,
feel like
you know.
I'm see-through with this thing. With the white. It's gonna be walking home in the rain.
Oh, man. That's going to be rough, but let's cut to question 4.
Hi, my name is Madison, and my question is, what's your favorite Broadway show?
Favorite Broadway show?
So my favorite Broadway show, I like Jersey Boys, but the first show I saw up here, my wife lived in Brooklyn for several years, and we saw Wicked when they had the original cast.
Oh.
So that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll say Wicked.
Idina Menzel, the wickeded talented.
The wickedly talented Adele Dazeem.
That's awesome. Yeah, I haven't actually been to a Broadway show.
Oh, you should go.
I've been to one. I saw Hamilton, and it was really, really good.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I've heard The
loved it.
Lion King is the one to see. If you're going to see a Broadway show, it's like the easiest starter one to see. It's like
Really?
a spectacle.
Okay.
We missed out on The Phantom of the Opera. That's no longer on Broadway, I think. And
Shame.
that's a shame. It's a classic.
All right, let's get on to the next question. Thank you for that one.
Hi, my name is Paul. My question is, how do you keep your uniform clean, especially in this weather?
How do you keep your uniform clean and white? And
I do not. Yeah. So I have the key is you have several.
That
You have
is the
several
key.
to swap
Yep.
out. So if they got a closer look, which please don't zoom in, there are smudges and marks
Yeah.
all over the
I
uniform.
think I have a stain right
yeah,
here.
yeah.
You pretty much just look at something and your uniform
Yeah.
gets dirty.
That's right. That's
Trying
right.
Trying to eat a hot dog or a pizza, and you got to do the scrunch forward to eat so it
That's
doesn't
right.
drips on the
Yeah.
ground, not on you.
We went to a taco spot the other night, and we saw some people in their whites trying to eat
That's
the
a terrible.
taco.
That's a
terrible
That's a terrible
idea.
idea.
It's the
Yeah.
messiest food.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You had to lean over and make sure nothing got on you.
Yeah.
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 All right, let's go to the last question.
Hi, my name is April Dean. What is your favorite part of the city?
My favorite part of the city. I do like the Upper East Side, and then preferential to the Brooklyn Navy Yard. So I got some family ties to Brooklyn Navy Yard. So, but I mean, the whole city, the 5 boroughs, is really pretty special. So
Yeah.
hard to pinpoint.
I need to branch out more. I'm stuck in Times Square. We took public transportation for the first time, and I was like,
Yeah.
this is really easy and very convenient. I
Yeah.
need to do this more.
I want to check out the roller coasters on Coney Island. That's what I've been.
I don't know if you're going to be riding roller coasters in this weather.
Yeah, maybe
I
tomorrow.
want to check out, but okay. Yeah, the Navy Yard is the Brooklyn Yard. Like, I
Yep.
haven't been there yet. I actually haven't been to Brooklyn in
Okay.
general.
Yeah. It's actually not a bad walk. If you are up by the 9/11 Memorial, you can, and the weather tomorrow is supposed to be nice, you can walk right across the Brooklyn Bridge. It's like a mile. Weather's nice, you know. Throw on one of these jackets, and you should be golden.
I need to buy one first.
Yeah, fair enough.
All
Well,
right.
thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
coming
much,
out.
sir.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
I couldn't imagine a better guest in New York during New York Fleet Week.
Yeah, on the USS New York.
Cash,
Man.
where can we find out more about the USS New York?
If you go on Instagram, you can go to @USS_New York, and you can check out their social media, see a bunch of cool photos, cool videos, and check it all out.
And if you're a big fan of All Hands and you just want to see more of what we produce, go ahead and check out our All Hands updates, streaming where you love your podcasts, along with Morning Quarters. That's been all for us.
That's it.
It's been a lovely time. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
absolutely.
Thank you to the city, and get back to your watch.
Get back to your watch.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.